How to start watching anime in 2026. You think anime is just cartoons for kids? You're absolutely wrong. Anime is a $200 billion global industry. It's reshaping entertainment worldwide, and you're about to miss the revolution. Here's the truth. Nobody tells beginners. Anime isn't one thing. It's thousands of stories across dozens of genres. Some will make you cry, others will keep you awake at night, and a few will change how you see storytelling. But here's the problem. Most beginners make one critical mistake. They jump into the wrong show first, and they quit before experiencing anything truly great. After spending over 100 hours researching this landscape, I have discovered exactly how to start watching anime correctly. This isn't about watching everything, it's about finding what you'll actually love. And by the end of this guide, you'll know exactly where to begin your journey. First, let's talk about where to actually watch anime. There are two platforms that dominate everything: Crunchyroll and Netflix. Crunchyroll hosts the largest anime library available. They offer simulcasts the same day that shows air in Japan. Netflix takes a different approach. They fully fund original productions like Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Here is what you need to know about subscriptions. Crunchyroll starts at $7.99 per month. You get access to thousands of shows immediately. Netflix already includes anime in their standard subscription, but here is the insider tip. Many top shows appear on both platforms now. Dandadan and Dragon Ball Daima stream on both services. The industry is moving away from exclusives. This means you are not trapped into multiple subscriptions. Start with one platform based on your preference. Choose Crunchyroll if you want maximum variety and speed. Choose Netflix if you prefer polished originals and convenience. Now let's talk about the biggest beginner mistake. People think anime is just one genre. It's actually 5 major demographic categories. Each targets a different age group and gender. Understanding this saves you months of wasted time. Shonen targets boys aged 12 to 18. These shows focus on action, adventure, and fighting. Think Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, and My Hero Academia. Shoujo targets girls in the same age range. These emphasize romance, relationships, and emotional drama. Fruits Basket and Sailor Moon are classic examples. Seinen targets adult men aged 18 and up. These include mature themes like violence and psychology. Attack on Titan and Berserk fall into this category. Josei targets adult women with realistic relationship stories. Kodomomuki targets young children with educational content. Here is why this matters so much. If you start with the wrong category, you will think you hate anime entirely, when really you just picked the wrong demographic. A 40-year-old man watching magical girl anime might feel confused and bored. That same person watching Monster or Cowboy Bebop could become obsessed within 3 episodes. Match your interests to the right category first. Everything else becomes easier after that. Now here is your first big decision point. What should you actually watch first? This is where most guides completely fail you. They recommend the longest running shows. One Piece has over 1,000 episodes. That is absolutely terrible advice for beginners. Here is the real strategy. Start with something short and complete. Choose 12 to 26 episodes maximum. This lets you experience a full story quickly and decide if you want to explore more. For action lovers, start with Demon Slayer. 26 episodes of stunning animation and tight storytelling. It won awards for its incredible visual quality. The story follows a boy fighting demons after tragedy. For psychological thriller fans, try Death Note. 37 episodes of cat and mouse genius. A student finds a notebook that kills people. The tension never stops building. For emotional depth, watch Your Lie in April. 22 episodes about music, loss, and healing. Fair warning, bring tissues for this one. It is widely considered one of anime's most moving stories. For comedy and heart, try SBY X Family. a fake family of spies and assassins. Adorable, funny, and surprisingly touching all at once. 2 seasons are available with more coming. For something darker and more mature, start with Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Only 10 episodes on Netflix. It is set in the video game world, but you do not need to play the game. Studio Trigger created something visually stunning. Notice what all these have in common. They are all under 40 episodes. They all tell complete stories. They all showcase what makes anime special. They are all available on major streaming platforms. Pick one based on your mood today. Watch at least 3 episodes before deciding. The first episode alone will not show you everything. Now let's address the subtitle versus dub debate. This causes endless arguments in anime communities. Here is the honest truth nobody wants to admit. Both options work perfectly fine. Subtitles keep the original Japanese voice performances. These actors often deliver more emotional range. The lip sync matches perfectly, and you hear the intended artistic direction. English dubs let you focus on the visuals. You catch details you would miss while reading. Modern dubs have improved dramatically in quality. Shows like My Hero Academia have exceptional English casts. Here's my actual recommendation. Try both on the same show. Watch episode 1 with subtitles. Watch episode 2 with the English dub. Then stick with whichever felt more natural. There is no wrong choice here. Only personal preference matters. Anyone who tells you otherwise is gatekeeping. Now let me share something critical. Anime has very different storytelling conventions than Western media. Understanding these prevents confusion and frustration. Anime uses exaggerated expressions to show emotions. Giant sweat drops indicate embarrassment or stress. Characters might suddenly transform into chibi versions for comedy. These are not mistakes. They are intentional visual shorthand. Pacing works differently too. Some shows take entire episodes for internal monologues. Others skip years of time between scenes. This is not bad writing. It is a different storytelling approach. Cultural references appear constantly, like Japanese school systems, festivals, and social hierarchies. Do not worry if you do not understand everything immediately. Context clues usually make things clear. Learning about these differences makes the whole experience more interesting. Here's another huge mistake beginners make. They judge anime by its cover art. Many incredible shows have misleading promotional images. Food Wars looks like a cooking show. It is actually an intense culinary battle series. Don't toy with me. Miss Nagatoro looks inappropriate. It is actually a sweet romantic comedy. The Promised Neverland looks like a kid's show. It is a psychological horror thriller. Always read the synopsis, check a few reviews, give shows 3 episodes before deciding. The first episode rarely represents the full series. Now let's talk about something nobody mentions. Anime has specific content you should know about. Fan service refers to sexualized content or gratuitous shots. Some shows include a lot, others have none at all. This varies wildly by series and demographic. Shonen shows often have action-focused fan service. Seinen can include mature sexual content. If this bothers you, check content warnings first. Most streaming platforms now include this information. Here's the good news. Plenty of incredible anime contains 0 fan service. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is pure storytelling. Mob Psycho 100 focuses on character growth. Frieren Beyond Journey's End emphasizes beautiful fantasy. You can easily avoid content you do not want. Do not let this scare you away entirely. Just be informed about your choices. Let me give you an insider strategy now, how to find your next show after the first. Most beginners search randomly and get overwhelmed. Here is the smarter approach. If you loved your first show, look up what studio produced it. Studios have consistent styles and quality levels. Studio Trigger makes visually explosive action shows. Kyoto Animation creates gorgeous emotional stories. Studio Mappa produces high-budget, intense series. If you recognize the studio name, You will likely enjoy their other work. Second strategy, follow the director or writer. Anime credits creators more than Western animation. If you loved Death Note's Mind Games, check out other work by Tetsuro Araki. If Demon Slayer's animation impressed you, explore other ufotable productions. Third strategy, use recommendation algorithms smartly. On My Anime List, mark shows you have watched and rated. The site generates personalized recommendations instantly. This beats random searching by miles. Now let's address watch order confusion. Some anime have multiple seasons, movies, and spin-offs. This intimidates many beginners unnecessarily. Here is the simple rule. For most shows, just follow release order. Watch Season 1, then Season 2, etc. Most anime keep this straightforward. The complicated exceptions are rare. For series like Fate, Monogatari, or JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, look up a quick watch order guide. These guides exist because those series are unusual. Do not let the exceptions scare you. 90% of anime follows simple chronological order. Here is something encouraging. Anime seasons are shorter than Western shows. Most seasons run 12 or 13 episodes. You can finish an entire season in one weekend. This makes trying new shows much less daunting. If you do not like something after 3 episodes, you have only invested 90 minutes. That is less time than most movies. The low commitment makes experimentation easy. This is your biggest advantage as a beginner. Now let me tell you what to avoid. Some popular shows are terrible starting points. One Piece is amazing, but over 1,000 episodes can be overwhelming. Naruto has incredible moments, but hundreds of filler episodes bog it down. Neon Genesis Evangelion is brilliant, but it is a deconstruction that requires prior anime knowledge. Gintama is comedy gold, but it relies heavily on references to other anime. Save these for later. Start with accessible, complete stories. Build your foundation first, then explore the legendary longer series. You will appreciate them more with context. Here's a question beginners always ask. Should you watch anime movies? Absolutely, but pick them carefully. Studio Ghibli films are perfect entry points. Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, and Princess Mononoke. These films won international awards and acclaim. They showcase anime's artistic potential beautifully. Your Name and Weathering with You are modern masterpieces. Both are romantic fantasy films with incredible animation and emotional storytelling. They are available on streaming platforms now. A Silent Voice deals with bullying and redemption. It is emotionally intense, but incredibly rewarding. Many consider it one of anime's best films. Films work great as first experiences. They are self-contained and easy to recommend. Just know they are slightly different from series. Now here's something that will save you frustration. Anime uses different terminology than Western media. OVA stands for Original Video Animation. These are bonus episodes released separately from the main series, and they are usually not essential for understanding the story. ONA stands for Original Net Animation. These are made specifically for streaming platforms, and you can treat them like regular episodes. Specials are one-off episodes. Sometimes they are side stories or recaps. Check if they are canon before watching. Movies connected to a series usually fit somewhere specific. Check watch order guides for placement. This prevents spoiling yourself accidentally. Understanding these terms helps you navigate discussions and find exactly what you want to watch. Let me share one more crucial insight. Anime communities can feel intimidating. You will see people arguing about best girls and debating power scaling endlessly and creating elaborate theories about minor plot points. Here is the secret. You do not have to participate in any of that. Watch what you enjoy. Form your own opinions. Ignore the toxic parts of the fandom. Every community has gatekeepers. Do not let them ruin your experience. Your journey is personal. There is no right or wrong way to enjoy anime. Now, before we wrap up, please hit that like button if this helped, and subscribe for more content like this. Your support helps us create these guides. Let us talk about what comes after your first few shows. This is where anime gets really exciting. You will start noticing patterns and preferences. Maybe you love fast-paced action shows, explore shonen battle anime like Jujutsu Kaisen. Maybe you prefer slower, thoughtful storytelling. Check out Monster or Mushishi. Maybe romance caught your attention. Dive into Toradora or Kaguya-sama Love is War. The beauty of anime is its incredible diversity. There is literally something for every taste. Science fiction fans have Steins Gate and Cowboy Bebop. Horror fans have Parasite and Another. Sports fans have Haikyuu and Kuroko's Basketball. Even obscure interests have dedicated shows. You will never run out of content to explore. Here's what separates casual viewers from dedicated fans. Casual viewers stick to one or two genres. Dedicated fans explore across all categories. This opens up entirely new experiences. You might think you hate romance anime, then Fruits Basket destroys you emotionally. You might avoid sports anime, then Haikyuu becomes your favorite show ever. Challenge your assumptions regularly. You will discover incredible stories you would otherwise miss. Now let me give you the ultimate insider tip. Join anime communities thoughtfully. Reddit has subreddits for nearly every show. Discord servers connect fans globally. My Anime List tracks your watching history. But here is the warning. Avoid spoilers religiously. Do not Google character names mid-season. Do not read episode discussions before finishing. Stay away from wikis until you are done. One spoiler can ruin months of build-up. Anime communities are often poor at spoiler protection. Memes reference major plot twists constantly. Thumbnails spoil character deaths regularly. Protect your experience by being careful. Trust me, this matters more than you think. Here is something beautiful about starting anime in 2026. The industry has never been more accessible. Streaming has made everything available legally, and subtitles and dubs exist for almost everything. New shows premiere weekly throughout the year. Classic series are being remastered and re-released. You are entering at the perfect time. The anime industry is in its golden age. Production budgets are higher than ever, and international collaboration brings fresh perspectives. Technology enables unprecedented visual quality, and global audiences mean more diverse stories. Shows like Frieren Beyond Journey's End prove that anime can compete with anything Hollywood produces. Solo Leveling demonstrates the power of international properties. Chainsaw Man pushes boundaries on mainstream platforms. This is not a niche hobby anymore. It is a major entertainment force, and you are about to become part of it. Let me tell you what happens next. After watching your first few shows, something clicks inside your brain. You start understanding the visual language. The cultural references make more sense. The storytelling conventions feel natural, and suddenly you are not watching anime, you are experiencing stories that genuinely move you. That is when anime stops being a curiosity and becomes a legitimate passion. Some shows will stick with you for years. Characters become like old friends, scenes replay in your memory, and you will find yourself recommending anime to others. That is the journey you are beginning today. Here's my final piece of advice. Don't rush through everything. Anime isn't a checklist to complete, it's an art form to savor. Some people watch one show per month, others binge 3 shows per week. Both approaches are completely valid. Find your own pace. Let shows breathe between watches. Give yourself time to process emotional stories. The goal isn't consuming everything quickly. The goal is finding stories that resonate with you. So here's your action plan starting today. Pick one of the shows I mentioned earlier. Choose based on the genre that interests you most. Commit to watching 3 episodes minimum. Don't judge the entire medium on one show. If it doesn't grab you, try something different. Keep exploring until something clicks. Join my anime list and start tracking your progress. This helps you remember what you've watched and generates better recommendations over time. Be patient with yourself during this process. Some people fall in love with episode 1, others need 5 or 6 shows before it clicks. Both experiences are normal. The important thing is giving it a real chance. Now you might be wondering, what makes anime actually special? Why not just stick with Western animation? Here is the honest answer. Anime treats animation as a legitimate storytelling medium, not just entertainment for children. It tackles complex themes and mature subjects. It experiments with visual styles constantly, and it is willing to take creative risks. You will see stories about philosophy, mortality, and identity. Characters deal with depression, loss, and growth. Shows explore political systems and social commentary. This depth separates anime from most Western animation. It is not better or worse, just fundamentally different in its approach. For many people, including myself, that difference opens up entirely new storytelling possibilities. Let me share one final thought before we close. Starting anime feels overwhelming at first. There are thousands of shows across decades, different studios, directors, and genres, and confusing terminology and cultural differences. Here is what actually matters. You do not need to understand everything immediately. You do not need to watch the classics first. You do not need anyone's permission to enjoy what you like. Just start with something that sounds interesting. Give it 3 episodes and let your curiosity guide you from there. The anime community will be there when you are ready. The legendary shows will still exist in 6 months. There is no deadline or pressure here. This is supposed to be fun, an exploration of stories unlike anything else. Welcome to anime. Your journey is just beginning. Trust me, the best stories are still ahead of you. Now, if you want to take your anime watching to the next level, there is one technique that will completely transform your experience. I have spent years perfecting this approach, and it changes everything about how you engage with anime. The technique works for any show, any genre, any experience level. I break down exactly how to use it in the next video. Click the card in the top right corner to discover this technique. You will not want to miss this one.